yesterday the kids were all screaming, and the more did math, she was so good. And I'm like, oh god, it's not bedtime. And like it's 5:45, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Or bed what?
Yes.
I'm like, guys, isn't it getting dark outside? Are you getting tired? No.
Russell thinks it's cool because he used to hang out with his older brother. You know, yeah. I mean, he's 5, and it's like, okay, neither of them. They're older than me. But I know they're older.
Well, the 12-year-old grandson sat in the deer blind with my husband this year. That was fun for both of them.
All right up.
Not that he saw anything. No, it wasn't a good first weekend.
I only did 15 shots at me.
Yeah. I was there, they weren't hearing the shots either, and none of the hunters were seeing much, and then, I think my brother got his, Sunday night. Or some, yeah. He got a 9 point,
Nice.
yeah, which is good, because he takes it serious that, now they'll be leaving for Florida Saturday night. We'll do Thanksgiving Saturday. And then they head down, as we take my dad on Wednesday, because he flies out Thanksgiving. Then they'll have everything ready for him.
You ready, Amy? Yeah, 49 seconds.
Should have opened order.
42 seconds. No pressure.
I was all set up. I like pre-loaded it at home and didn't realize that I was doing not the internet.
Oh no, you want to do that here? Yeah.
Mary, you should be able to
Let's
go to the
just-
library.
Studio. I get it set up.
Well, no, take your time. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's fine. We don't want to be wrestling.
Yeah, you gotta remember with all things people come in.
We got to so we got to make sure you're ready.
Yeah, that's true.
Never again, God. You see the tongue where it's hurt.
Looks like quite the demolition over at the beach.
I didn't see it. Heard about it though.
Yeah, it's coming down.
Yeah.
Wellston, they're going to paint that building before winter.
You're good to go.
Wow.
Good, wonderful. Here we go.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. First thing first, roll call. Anderson,
Presents.
Dr. Witt,
Present.
Crawford,
Present.
Schilling, present. Fisher, I'm here. All right. Everyone had a chance to read over the agenda? Anybody want to amend the agenda?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So, let's go right into the public hearing. I got some things to say about this. Firstly, we're gonna read the rules of participation. Comments shall be directed to the commission with questions directed at chair, which is me. Any persons wishing to address the commission shall please speak clearly as that all commission members as well as other public in attendance may hear. Persons are asked to address the commission on matters that are relevant to township government, planning, and zoning issues. No person shall be allowed to speak more than once in the same matter, excluding the time needed to answer board members' questions. The chair shall control the amount of time each person shall be allowed to speak, which shall not exceed 5 minutes. If a group of individuals wishes to caucus and select an individual speaker on their behalf, then the chair shall allow a reasonable extension of time for the primary speaker to convey their intended message, not to exceed 10 minutes. In order to avoid unscheduled debates, the commission generally will not comment or respond to those making comments or asking questions. Silence or non-response from the commission shall not be interpreted as disinterest or disagreement by the commission. So moving towards this, so this is our public hearing now, so we do have a public hearing today. So at this time, we're going to open the public hearing for the 2025 master plan. If you'd like to comment on the master plan at this time, please come to the podium and speak. The planning commission will listen to all comments on the master plan and take notes. We will not be answering any questions during the public hearing. We are here to hear from the public. Please address yourself as the chair, myself as the chair while speaking. Thank you.
Chairperson. I would like to thank all you commission members for working on this and getting it done. It's been a long, long time, and it's well done. I'm impressed. It's very nice. I did have one question, but if you're not going to answer it, I'll just say I don't understand. On page 77, under public facilities, infrastructures, utilities, and transportation, ways to meet these actions, number 4, do an ordinance for facilities access and privacy, including areas and times, photos, and videos cannot be taken.
Which page?
Page 77, under public facilities, infrastructure, and utilities.
And my page ends at 74.
Oh, well, I'm looking at the one on the web, so if that's different, I don't know what to tell you.
We can go to the section, public utilities though.
It's, yeah, where it's, I think it's the last chapter, I believe. It is in chapter 8, future land use policies, goals, and actions. But if you're not gonna clarify, I guess I just comment, I didn't understand what that meant, and maybe somebody could let me know at a later date, not at this meeting.
Oh, the public facilities, gray column right here? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, it's gray in mine.
Yeah, which section in particular?
It is public facilities, infrastructure, and utilities, transportation.
Okay. In which spot there? in particular?
Ways to meet the actions, number 4, to do an ordinance for facilities access and privacy, including areas and times, photos and videos cannot be taken. I don't know what that means to public facilities. It says recognize that recreation, public lands. Thank you.
Anything else?
No. Is it possible to get some clarification on that at a later date, or
I'm sure we can look into it.
who do I reach out to for that then?
Probably, yeah, that'll take care of that.
Is there anybody else? I'd prefer not to.
Ben is the staff person that handles
Well,
that.
I guess I'll have to then. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Joanne, for speaking. Okay, so more public talk. So we're gonna go to Ben, so thanks everyone for the participation. Zoning administrator, is there any communications from surrounding municipalities to master plan?
Yeah. Okay. We had no communication from the municipalities we sent our master plan to, which is not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. They didn't see anything in it that was irregular or shouldn't be there. We did get I put it in your packet, some congratulations message from Mary Riley. And she noticed a couple of things in it that she wanted some clarity on. And I thought, as much as she's helped us, I'd be glad to do that, because all of them could be added onto chapter 8 at the end with kind of a map or a chart section there. And she said she wasn't seeing a future land use map, which is the centerpiece of the master plan. Now, I explained to her, of course, that the future land use map was done just a few years ago by our planner and Mr. Hall. So there's not a lot of change that we needed to do, but we can do it like others have done their master plans, which is use the master plan they have, and then put that any expansion of anything can be done close to a section that is already that, like residents can go close to the residents and all of that. We can expand gradually. There's really not, if you look at the future land use map, which is our current land use map, you'll see that there's not, most of it is white, and if you've got the diagonal sections, that's state land. And so, I mean, there's half of our township is state land, and we can't really expand into state land, if you know what I mean. That's area that's mainly used for people to dump old appliances in when they go bad, and then they just go get new ones. That was a joke. Okay.
State or federal?
Federal, it's
Okay.
federal land, yeah.
Alright.
US land is usually
Yeah.
here. Yeah, this is the federal land up by the Manistee Rivers and State Forest. But, so I've got that, and then in your packet, I've got the ORV maps that we've had on our website. She suggested that we have those in there, which is a great idea. And then, thirdly was the chart that she and I came up with at the end of the meeting in April. You have that there, and that's just an excellent chart as to what the public has put, the input that they put into this master plan. And we took that and we made a lot of changes in it because of that April meeting. And so that's basically our 3 additions to the master plan that I give you. I also revamped it after I used Michael Lynn's master plan to make some corrections that only she could see as a librarian. And so we did that, and most of those were already mistakes I had made, and we had a professional editor edit the thing, and so it had to go through me, and I had to make the changes, and I didn't make all the changes right. But when I went back through, everything Michael Lynn said needed to be corrected, did need to be corrected, but it was my mistake, not the editor's mistake. So it's better now, and I redid it online so that now all the starting pages of each chapter is on the right side, and so we could easily add on to each chapter if we need it, or put an addendum on the end, or another appendix in it. So that's basically it, just to let you know we haven't had any correspondence. The county hasn't, what?
The county sent a letter.
I didn't get it from them.
I signed it, I know it.
Okay, I didn't get it. That's the thing, I've been looking for it. I thought it would have come in an email, but it didn't.
I signed a letter, I didn't take part in the discussion, but I
Okay.
signed it as the chair.
Good.
And, it did have the land use,
Okay.
and, I will check with Katie and make
Please
sure
do.
that you
At
have
least
that.
email it
She
to
can
me, attach
just,
it to
yeah,
me.
she can just attach it. So,
Yeah, please
but-
do.
Yeah, and that was done, we met, when did we meet, the 3rd week, so that was done, yeah.
I was looking
in
for the mail, and I
October.
get
Yeah.
letters from them about every week over something.
Yeah,
So, but that didn't Maybe Bob stole it before he left, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I could
So-
throw him on the
Yeah,
bus.
yeah, cause they had a couple typos, cause
Yeah.
we have one of our board members
Yeah.
was an old editor.
Yeah,
And, then
And
the
and that
looking
would again
over,
been
so
my
yeah, cause
mistake.
we need that
yeah.
in here too, so.
So now I think it's pretty much perfect. If I made if I make any more mistakes, then it'll be my mistake and not anybody else's. So that's my report, so if you can get that to me, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah,
Because
I
I'll
will.
add that in with it, because I've gotta add into this, at the end, all the communication that we got.
Right, and
And
I
that's
would give
important.
you what was in our packet,
Yeah.
but they changed it. That's why I had to go back in
Okay.
and do another signature,
Oh, okay,
because they made changes after our meeting.
okay, good, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Well, I went over there and met the staff,
okay,
and talked to them about it, and told them not to be too hard on me.
yeah,
So,
they were.
I know they weren't, so I
They were
appreciate
really
it.
pretty nice.
I really appreciate it, I really do.
Chris
Yeah.
hoped that I was, maybe they'd have to be nice to meet you.
Wow, yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, I'm done.
Alright, well, I think I speak for all of us when I say, good job.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for your guidance and
Yes.
heavy lifting on this whole thing. I think it took us 18 months or more to get this done, but
Yeah,
I think we've built something that we're gonna be proud of. So
Yeah.
that's all I can do for
I
it.
started taking pictures in 2022 in the summer.
Okay.
So most of the pictures that are in here are actually taken from my phone of all the different areas and businesses and picturesque stuff. So I started then, so I'd be absent for a couple hours a day and taking pictures. That was kind of frowned upon, but I'm glad they made it into the final.
We're proud.
Yes.
That was good, thank you. Okay.
So with that, we're gonna close the public meeting. The meeting is now closed. So we're gonna have a resolution, which is under one of these piles. Here we go. This is resolution number 2025-1. Alright, Planning Commission, resolution to approve master plan and recommended adoption to Township Board. Whereas the Michigan Planning Enabling Act, MPEA, authorizes the Planning Commission to prepare a master plan for the use, development, and preservation of all lands in the township. And whereas the Planning Commission prepared a proposed new master plan and submitted the plan to the Township Board for review and comment. And whereas on September 9th, 2025, the Township Board received and reviewed the proposed master plan prepared by the Planning Commission and authorized distribution of the master plan to the notice group entities identified in the MPEA. And whereas notice was provided to the notice group entities as provided in the Michigan Planning Enabling Act. And whereas the Planning Commission held a public hearing to consider public comment on the proposed new master plan and to further review and comment on the proposed new master plan. And whereas the Planning Commission finds that the proposed new master plan is desirable and proper and furthers the use, preservation, and deployment goals and strategies of the township. And whereas pursuant to MCL 125.3843, the Township Board has asserted by resolution its right to have final approval or rejection of the proposed new master plan. Therefore, be it hereby resolved as follows. 1. Approval of 2025 master plan. The Planning Commission hereby approves and recommends for adoption and proposed new 2025 master plan, including all of the chapters, figures, maps, and tables contained therein. 2. Distribution to the Township Board. Said new approved master plan shall be forwarded to the Township Board for approval or rejection. 3. Findings of fact. The Planning Commission has made the foregoing determination based on a review of existing land uses in the township the review of the existing master plan provisions and maps, input received from the township board, and public hearing, and with the assistance of the professional staff, and finds that the new master plan will accurately reflect and implement the township's goals and strategies for the use, preservation, and deployment of lands in Norman Township. 4, effective date, the resolution shall take immediate effect. So, I have a motion. Is there a motion to?
I'll make that motion.
What you said.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those? No. Whew. That's not bad, that is.
Yeah.
Yay.
What is it, 5 more years? They recommend every 5?
We'll review it, that doesn't mean we'll change it.
Michael.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
good,
Oh, okay, moving on.
Michael with the one.
good, thank you.
Okay. All right, so public. Bear with me. We have too many pages going on. Oh, here it is. We're good. I'm back. Okay, so we're gonna close our public hearing, like I mentioned, public comment? Public comment?
I would hope that we'd have a cell tower agreement, but I'll just bring that up every time till we do.
It's noted.
Thank you.
Okay, close public comment. Approval or correction of the minutes from October 28th. Do I have a motion for that?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Unfinished business and reports. Township Board Representative, anything new happening?
We started the stuff over at the lake, we got the building moved over to the trash compactor. I think there's a whole lot going on really, but,
Okay. We don't have a zoning board of appeals representative. So, zoning administrator, is here for us?
I just gave, just the brief, last 5 permits since our last meeting. And I wanted just to point out one of them, instead of $50, it's $150. And just to let the planning commission know, when a person does something and doesn't get a zoning permit before they do it, that there is in the zoning ordinance a 3 times after the fact fee. And this was a house and garage that was redone, completely redone. That's actually online being sold as a house, I think $350,000. But they didn't have a zoning permit, and I knew when, the assessor let me know that, and I talked with the building inspector too, Chuck, and he didn't have any also. So it was just kind of built and no one checked it, that it wouldn't be good for them to list it. Because if somebody bought it, then it wouldn't have been approved. As a matter of fact, something like that could actually be caused to be torn down. We wouldn't do that, we've never done that, and we wouldn't do that to anyone like that, but still, there has to be a penalty for that, so there's a, triple the application fee, which is nothing to a house builder, but still, I just to let you know that's what's different on that one.
And I think that probably just, you know, we would hope we would never have to do that.
Yeah.
But the reality is,
Yeah,
there have been,
Yeah.
and there are some in some of the other townships.
yeah,
You build your place 5 feet into the other person's property,
right,
you're either gonna be able to hopefully buy that property, or you're going to have to tear it down.
Yeah.
And
uh-huh.
so I know a deck just went down in one of the other townships, because they built it without a permit, without putting in the proper, so, yeah. I don't want them to think they can get away with it.
That'll be the most expensive property to buy by acre.
Yeah, and that was what, I mean, it was a beautiful deck, from what I understand, but
They
you
do
just,
that a lot in Grand Traverse County, they make them tear things down.
yeah,
You know, if we can't, if possible, let's try to deal with it somehow.
but
If
the
it's
whole
on
thing
somebody
is
else's
ask
property,
first,
Yeah, exactly, yeah,
get your permit,
yeah,
do it correctly the first time.
yeah.
You know, because it is very expensive, and I don't think anybody should think they can get away with it.
Yeah,
I've always been more to ask for forgiveness, not permission kind of guy.
yeah,
So,
there you
Yeah,
Am
well,
I wrong?
not when it comes to
Am I
zoning,
wrong?
go. Well, asking forgiveness
Tear it down
costs
when you're done.
yeah,
Yeah.
costs you an extra $100, so, so, it's fine, and that's not my only one, I got another one that's gonna have to pay when they renew their site plan that also. So we try to help people as much as we can, we're not out to tear houses down everywhere, that would just be wrong, but yeah, so that's that, and then, I want you to notice that fee, 3 times the fact fee, and then letting you know I made the future land use map for the master plan, in the end of chapter 8, in the appendix of chapter 8, and the maps of the ORV trails too, and that's just kinda like it is. So I'll add those before the board meeting, when the board considers the whole master plan, so I'll have to make all new copies for the board. So I'm going through paper and ink like you can't believe it. Okay, so that's all I've got for my report.
Andy,
Yes, sir.
I did have one other thing. Can you start emailing the minutes to the clerk with them?
Oh, yeah. Starting?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you need it, I can get it to you. Whoa.
Oh.
If you need the email address, I can get it to you.
Okay. I think I have it. Thank you for reminding me.
Right, okay, so, we have no new business. And we have no old business. One more option for public comment, going once, going twice. Yeah. So, with that, motion to adjourn.
Motion